Next, on The Toy Hunter, I'm heading to sunny California in search of action figures.
This is cool.
And pop culture toys.
$6 million man.
That is the very first comic that Spider-Man ever appeared in. It went for 1.1 million.
Man cave.
Whoa.
Do you know how rare this version is? Battleship.
Who doesn't love Life Right? Yeah,
Oh,
look at that.
you didn't tell me you had those.
Oh my God, I feel like I'm in a comic book.
This is insane. Do you know how much this is worth now? I'm Jordan Hembrow. They call me the Toy Hunter.
Oh man, this is where you've been hiding everything.
I've been collecting and dealing toys for over 25 years.
Oh, I just had a little toy gasm.
I scour the country and I dig deep.
Do you know how much I can get for this?
Whoa.
Out of a box of junk.
If there's a fortune hidden in your toy chest,
I just touched a $17,000 toy.
I'll find it. These may be toys, but this ain't child's play. San Francisco. It is gorgeous out here. The mountains, the water, the Golden Gate Bridge. This place is beautiful. California has a rich history with toys. A lot of companies were based out here. Worlds of Wonder, which created Teddy Ruxpin. LJN Toys was out here. They made Thundercats. Above all the other ones, Mattel Toys is out here in California, which created Hot Wheels and the He-Man Masters of the Universe franchise. They're one of the big guys. I'm on my way to see Brady. He's probably one of the largest Spider-Man collectors on the West Coast. He's starting to sell some of his collection, and I'm going to be one of the very first ones to get a look at it. Brady?
Hi, Jordan.
Hey, how are
nice
you?
to meet you. Good. My name is Brady, and I've been collecting pretty much just Spider-Man for 22 years, so it's built up.
Oh my God, I feel like I'm in a comic book.
There used to be a bed in here and everything, and then slowly Spider-Man took over, and I got kicked out.
This is insane, but insane in a good way.
Okay.
This is cool.
Oh, yeah, the old remote control car.
This is 1970s.
Yeah.
Radio-controlled Spider-Man car. Forward, reverse, and turning action. Oh, and here you go. Barris. George Barris was the guy in the 1970s. He created all the cool TV cars and movie cars. Herbie the Love Bug, General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard. He did Donnie and Marie's van. And Farrah Fawcett's Foxy Corvette. But his most famous creation was the Batmobile from the 1960s TV series. In fact, before filming began on the TV series, Barris took out his Batmobile for a test run. The cops didn't know what to think. They impounded the vehicle and had George thrown in jail. Really, I would retail it at about 50 bucks. Okay, in this condition with the tears and everything like that.
The box has seen better times.
Would you take 20?
No, 20's too low for that.
30? That's the highest I can go on it.
That's fair. You're lucky there's a new Spider-Man movie coming out, and I need to build my budget up.
Look at that. This is beautiful.
Yeah. I always loved that Spider-Man was a nerdy teenager because when I was a kid, you know, I was a bit nerdy, and it always appealed to me that he wasn't some adult that happened to fight crime because he had money or whatever. He was a young kid.
This is really cool. This is Spider-Man from Mego. Mego had the master toy license for Spider-Man. This is Spider-Man from Remco, okay? These were both out during the 1970s and 80s. Normally, you would never find this. You'd never have two toy companies with one license. But because Mego's action figures were smaller and fully articulated and not electronic, and Remco's were non-articulated and electronic, so if they add that little something different,
They make it different enough.
you can get a license granted. They figured, we're not going to compete, okay?
Yeah.
Regardless, they did compete, and Remco and Mego were both pissed off at each other.
Of course. I always wondered why that one didn't move at all. I understood with the electronics
Right.
inside, but the politics of toys, who
Right.
knew?
You want to sell this? $25 each.
All right, that's a deal.
Thank you. My eye just catches this right here.
that is-
This can't be real.
This is real. That is the very first comic that Spider-Man ever appeared in. And Stan Lee wanted to do this character called Spider-Man.
Stan
The Man Lee.
Stan Lee co-created Spider-Man, the Hulk, X-Men, the Fantastic Four, Iron Man, and many, many other Marvel classic characters. His magazine, Amazing Fantasy, was shutting down. So in the last issue on August 15th, 1962, with nothing to lose, it granted 5 pages to the story of an awkward teenager who possessed some awesome powers. The rest is history. It was only 12 cents back then.
Yeah.
Do you know what this is worth right now?
I'd say in the condition that one's in, it's probably worth about 2 grand.
2 grand.
Yeah.
You just really defined how important condition is
Yeah.
and everything. I mean, what it's worth now. Complete? In mint condition, 1.1 million.
Yeah.
Okay? And you've gone down to $2,000.
Yes.
It's all because of like tearing.
Yeah, so still did pretty good for my money. And
It's a big difference from 1.1 million, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, of course.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's good. It's all good. So I'm looking around at this amazing stuff, but something off to the side really catches my eye.
Well, I don't blame
I'm like,
you.
ooh, what's that? What's that?
That's a classic piece.
The vintage, amazing web maker from ChemToy. Okay, this was 1977, so already it's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
The web maker is nothing more than a plastic fluid that would dry and really harden. That's the web. And you'd have your little belt clip that you put it in. The belt would double as a little action figure carrying case.
Space on there.
You had all the little figures. Spider-Man, Mary Jane, right?
Yeah, Mary Jane Watson.
And you had the Goblin, and they would all fit into the belt clip there. Now, this is where the toy went from cool to really, really awesome, because when you flipped it over, bam! You had your whole play set.
Yeah.
The play set was actually 3-dimensional. So you can cut along here and cut along here, and you can pop them out. And then you put all your action figures on there.
Yeah, and that's why they're not in boxes anymore.
Yeah. The web maker is a funky piece because in its time, it sold for about $2.50 on dime store shelves and was made of this really flimsy plastic. But over time, it's become a Spidey cult classic. This is a rare piece, man.
One of the unique things in my collection, that's for sure.
Do you know how much this is worth now? I'm in San Francisco, visiting the home of Brady, a fanatic Spider-Man collector who's just starting to sell off some of his goodies. I just found an example of a dime store toy that today could fetch a hell of a lot of dimes. Do you know how much this is worth now? This has some issues. It's got waviness to the card. There's a little bit of cardboard separation, okay?
Yeah.
The bubble has schmutz on it. I don't know exactly what it is.
Yeah, I
It'd be
never wanted to
dust.
try washing it because I thought that would ruin it.
Right now, I'd be willing to go as high as $200.
200? I think 200's, I think that's fair.
Okay.
All right, that's a deal.
My visit with Brady was really incredible. I bought a remote-controlled Spider-Man car for $20, and I hope to drive off with 40. I bought a pair of competing Spidey dolls for $50, which I hope to flip for $50 each. But the really, really cool find was ChemToy's amazing web maker, which I got for 200 big ones. But I'm hoping to flip him at around $450. With those toys and some others I bought, I spent about $400, which I hope will eventually net me close to $800. My San Francisco trip is off to a great start. I just got a good lead from the home office, so I'm headed over to Rusty's. Rusty's never sold her toys before, and I'm the first dealer to see her collection. So who knows what treasures I might find.
Hey.
Rusty.
Yeah. My name is Rusty.
Because of the hair.
It's the hair. I love lunch boxes, board games, all the old stuff from the 60s and 70s, stuff I grew up with. You know, I got an attic. It's kind of messy, kind of...
I love messy.
Okay.
Show me the attic.
All right.
Oh,
Come on in.
Rusty just found my sweet spot. You never know what hidden gems people are going to have in their attics or basements. This is cool. Battleship.
Oh, yeah.
1971 from Milton Bradley. It's America's all-time favorite game. The object was to sink your opponent's battleship by strategically calling out letters or numbers on a grid. G4.
It's a hit.
It's a hit. That's right. All right. Battleship actually started as a naval strategy pencil and paper game in the early 1900s. It was really popular with the French and Russian soldiers, but it wasn't until 1967, during the Vietnam War, that Milton Bradley released the first board game, complete with little tiny warships and plastic pegs.
Remember they made the electronic one, too.
Oh, yeah, even a video game.
Well, and now they made a movie out of it, right?
Right. You want to sell this? It's a good find for
All
me.
right. Well, what do you think?
I'm thinking $15.
20?
20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. Right on.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
I've never
nice.
done a fist bump. There we go. Just be careful. Oh, the things
it's
that
a
might
fall?
fall on you.
Hey, look, mousetrap.
That's the game right there. Who didn't have that?
This is 1963, Ideal Corporation. You know, this was actually the first 3D dimensional game.
Oh, I didn't know that. How
It was
funny.
invented by a guy named Marvin Glass. Throughout the game, you built a classic Rube Goldberg-like device with gears and cranks and levers that could move. The object was to ultimately trap your opponent's mice. Marvin Glass, he invented light bright.
Of course, I have that downstairs
You've got more?
in my secret stash.
Show me your secret stash.
Secret stash. It's gonna be awesome.
I can't wait to see it.
Okay, here we go.
Man, look at this place.
I thought the attic was good, but this space is amazing.
There it is.
Okay.
Who doesn't love light bright?
I love light bright.
Yeah.
This is a classic game.
Oh, of course.
Hasbro. Your version's from 1973. You'd actually just take the colored pegs, you put it in a little template, you can make your own pictures and everything.
Oh boy.
What'd you pay on it?
$5.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Well, you made one great investment. In this condition,
Right.
complete, I'd be willing to go 25 bucks.
Really? 25 is pretty good. Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you.
Ah,
Thank you. Let's keep looking.
now we're going here.
$6 million man. I love this guy.
That's one of my favorites right there.
The Slinky is in the Toy Hall of Fame. This is addicting. How can you not do this all day long? All right, the good thing is,
We are cooking with an easy bake oven.
Every girl wanted one.
and you know what? A lot of toy dealers do too. Kenner debuted the Easy Bake Oven in 1963. It was able to bake little cookies and cakes using state-of-the-art technology. A light bulb. This was an instant overnight success. They sold millions of these.
Really?
Do you have any idea what you want on this?
Gosh, I don't know. This is getting so much fun.
It is.
Well, you know, it's the 25th anniversary. Maybe 25 for 25?
I'm glad it's not the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, 25.
All right, $25.
Thank you. Old me. Okay, the Easy Bake Oven was a good find. It's fun. But what I find along the other wall? Oh. I'm in San Francisco on the hunt for pop culture toys.
Hey, look, mousetrap.
Rusty has some cool pieces, but I think I just stumbled across a fantastic find.
You didn't tell me you had those.
Got lots of them.
Lunch boxes.
Thought you were looking for games and
Oh, no.
stuff.
If it's pop culture and toys, I do it.
Rusty had enough lunch boxes to make any 1970s school cafeteria proud. Partridge Family, Hardy Boys.
The Osmonds?
I gotta say, that looks a little bit like you.
Which one, Donnie?
Yes.
How does that look like me?
Oh, you got more here.
The Bee Gees. No thermos, though. Thermoses are always missing on these
I
things, you
know.
know?
Oh, who doesn't love the Brady Bunch?
I love the Brady Bunch. Everyone remembers the Brady Bunch. It was America's first blended family. It premiered in 1969 with an almost Leave It to Beaver flavor. But by season 5, with the 70s in full swing, it was all bell-bottoms and groovy chicks. Look at Cindy.
I love Cindy.
No boys allowed.
yeah.
And then here, way up on the top.
Oh, there's
Can you see it?
Alice.
Alice. Alice gets no love. She's like on the top, hidden behind your hand. And I got a feeling
Yay!
you've got a thermos.
Yay.
Do you know what this does to the lunchbox?
Yeah.
Okay, you just increased the value of the lunchbox probably like 50 to 60%. Thermoses are everything, and let me tell you why. In the 70s, this was all glass in here. You drop it, and you hear kush, 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 kush. And everyone who grew up in the 70s probably experienced that once in their life. Thermos aside, I could not pass up on making an offer on this many lunchboxes. Especially vintage lunchboxes are really coming back in vogue right now. You've got all the people that we grew up with and all the characters we love. TV, movie, pop culture. That's what these lunchboxes are, okay?
All here.
So, 7 lunchboxes. I like to buy the lot from you.
Not including this one, right?
We'll talk about Brady Bunch in a sec.
Okay.
What do you think about $15 each for all of them?
I was thinking more like 30 each.
That's double. That's double. How about $20 each?
I can do that. I can do 20.
Thank
20
you.
each?
Yes, thank
Right
you.
on.
All right, now we talk about this one, okay? You have the thermos, which is really, really cool, and I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. I gave you $20 each on these,
Yeah.
okay? This one I'd like to do double and give you
Okay.
40.
You don't think more like 50?
I can't do 50.
Brady Bunch?
40?
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
Hanging out with Rusty was fun. I bought a whole bunch of games and toys and other pop culture items. I got a 1971 version of Battleship for only 20 bucks, and I know I can resell it for 45. I bought a Light, Bright, and Easy Bake Oven, both for $25 each, and both should go for about 50 bucks. Light bulbs not included. I bought 8 vintage lunch boxes for $180, including the Brady Bunch from season 1 with a thermos.
and I can probably resell the entire bunch for $400.
With those and some other items I bought, I spent about $500 at Rusty's house, which, all things considered, should net me about $1,000. I'm on my way to see John. Now, from what I've heard, he's got everything from Star Trek, he's got a little bit of Star Wars. That's the stuff I'm looking for.
Jordan.
Hey, John.
Hey, it's good
go,
to see
man.
you, man. My name is John. I've been buying toys now for going on 20 years.
Man cave.
I've always liked G.I. Joe, Transformers, Masters of the Universe.
This is cool. You got the action figures, you got
That's
all your
right.
cases and everything.
Yeah.
If you had a cooler with beer, I'd never leave.
Yeah, I'll work on that. I'll get a fridge down here. for you.
Please
Okay.
do.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
It is.
Godzilla toy.
Shogun Warriors. Remember
That's
Shogun
right.
Warriors?
Yeah.
We're out here on the West Coast. Mattel is out here on the West
Yes.
Coast. Mattel introduced Shogun Warriors in the late 1970s. They were mechanical contraptions that had really cool articulation. If I remember correctly, he had a
Yeah.
lever in the back.
Whoa! Ah!
You've got his tail.
Yes.
His tail is always missing. Okay?
Yeah.
And you've got his fists.
Yeah.
And he was able to like shoot his fist at you.
Yeah. Many eyes were taken out by that fist.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
People were all up in arms over the spring-loaded mechanisms, and they were like, they're dangerous. Is this something you'd be interested in getting rid of?
Godzilla, are you ready to go to a new home?
Maybe, maybe.
You know, maybe 150.
You're gonna kill me, man. I'd probably be more comfortable at something like $80.
80. 100?
So you're at 80.
I was actually at 100. I think you were at 80.
I was at 80.
Yeah, right. Good way to do it, though.
Halfway, 90?
I could do 90.
you.
Sold.
Thank you. Show me what else you got.
Well, I got some other stuff over here.
What is this?
Wow. I got Star Trek,
Oh, yeah.
Mego, Enterprise.
The thing that I love about this play set is it's so simple. It's just like
Yeah.
cardboard covered in plastic.
Yeah.
This was so cool, too.
Yes, that's
The
cool.
transporter. You came in here, and you had this computer screen.
Yeah.
Which was really,
you could
really
change
cool.
your mission.
Yeah. You had a little chair. It comes with another one of these, too.
Yeah.
Do you have it?
No, I do not. It's missing something else in it, too.
You know what? This is a great set. I
Yeah.
really, really love it. It's not 100% complete.
Yeah. And you like Mego stuff, right?
I do like Mego.
I might have something for you here.
Oh, it's
John.
chips. You can't get any better than chips. These were great.
Yeah.
You know, the California Highway
yeah,
Patrol.
totally.
Do you know originally they wanted Frank Poncherello, his character, to be Italian? It was gonna be Frank Poncherelli.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Remember Sergeant Gutierrez? He was always yelling at him and everything like that. He was actually a harder one to get. He was like a later release.
You know, funny enough you mentioned that.
All right, wait, hang on.
Well, I got some good stuff in here.
Oh, wow, look at this. Man, you got Sarge on a card. You got more. You got Punch and John. You know what? This kills me. Over time, you always see the
Yeah.
bubble crushing and the yellow. You know what it is? It's from being in a suitcase all these years. You know, they're from 1977. So I guess I can't complain too
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
It's got pop culture. It's in the package. Okay.
It's Eric Estrada.
It's Eric Estrada.
huge.
And essentially, you don't need anything more.
That's a selling point right
Yeah.
there.
If I give you an offer, I got to make some money on it. What are you thinking for the lot?
All of them, I'd probably say $300.
Ooh.
Yeah. They're sentimental to me, so I don't know how easily I'd be willing to give them up.
In this condition, you're talking probably $40 each on these. Okay, maybe 50 on him. You know, the best I can probably do is $100 on the lot.
Yeah, probably not going to be able to go 100 on it.
You know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at you. You're excited to see them again.
Back in the case, boys. But these memories, they surge up in me and, keep me from selling everything.
You got Star Wars.
I do.
You
I got
some
Star-
Batman. What's that?
Which one are you pointing at?
Next to the small guy, in between Admiral Akbar.
Oh, it's a Luke Skywalker. Yeah, that's one of the ones that my parents gave me when I got my tonsils out.
How long have you had this?
Since the first series was released.
Do you know how rare this version is? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Do you know how rare this version is?
I do not.
You see this piece of plastic
Yeah.
right here? This is commonly known as the double telescoping lightsaber that came out not once, but twice. This one figure was only available through a very rare marketing promotion called the Star Wars Early Bird Kit. And they had 4 figures. They had a little certificate that you would cut out and mail away. And they promised you're gonna get the figures first. So here's the thing. Kenner essentially realized that the double telescoping broke a lot.
Yeah.
There were cost issues. So they actually changed the mold.
Yeah.
And they shortened it up to about that, and it was one piece. A regular Luke Skywalker in this condition would be $40 to $50,
Yeah.
okay? This one, a double telescoping lightsaber,
Yeah.
that's something unique.
Yeah.
That's something special.
Make me a good Jordan offer, and let's see where we can go from there.
I'd be comfortable paying you $150 on this.
Would you go $200?
How about we split the difference? $175?
175, huh? Well, you know what, Luke? It's been a good run, my friend. But I need to send you off to a new home. 175 sounds fantastic.
Thanks, man.
Hanging in John's man cave was awesome. I came away with some amazing finds. I bought a Godzilla Shogun Warrior figure for $90 that I plan to sell for $150. I also got a rare Luke Skywalker figure for $175, and I hope to flip it for a cool $300.
With those and several other pieces I managed to buy, I spent about $360 at John's place, which I hope will eventually net me $700.
I'll leave my heart in San Francisco, but I'm taking my toys with me.